What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and this is going to be a short one. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have made a video about this thing because it was a failed project, but I want to share with you guys what my plans are moving forward for the LCD Steam Deck, and this was the first plan, and it was to do a screen swap with a QLED screen that I got off AliExpress, and it was relatively inexpensive. I think with shipping was $60. Not bad for a QLED. I think it was really cheap. And the reason for this is because QLED is better than LCD. It just has more backlights illumination, meaning it just has deeper blacks, closer to an OLED. Not an OLED, but closer to an OLED than a normal LCD. So yeah, I picked this thing up from Amazon. It has a 40-pin to 40-pin connector. From the packaging, it looked pretty legit. But when we test it out, you can see that it is nowhere near what you would expect from a QLED, to the point where I don't even think it is an actual QLED. So when I saw this, I was mortified, thinking, okay, maybe if I take this screen protector off, it'll look better, and it looks just as bad with the screen protector off. This is probably one of the worst, most washed out screens I've ever seen. This thing is worse than the LCD screen that comes stock with the Steam Deck. And right here, I went ahead and show you the side-by-side comparison of them. The one on the right is an OLED Steam Deck, and the one on the left is the QLED, and man, they look, not even close. So a quantum dot LED is supposed to look similar to an OLED, and this looks nothing similar. This looks worse than the LCD. So I'm not sure if they're just lying, which I'm guessing they are, or maybe I installed it incorrectly or need some type of firmware or driver. I doubt it. Also, it's a 1280 by 600p screen, I think, so it is lower resolution than a Steam Deck. But my whole goal for this was to get something similar to the OLED. It didn't need to be better than the OLED. It couldn't be better than the OLED, but it needed to be better than the LCD. And this screen is just horrendous. It is terrible. I immediately returned it. I was so disappointed with it. You don't even understand. This thing was just pure terrible. I had to give it its fair shake, and you can see the glare off this thing. It is ridiculous. The glare is, oh man, this room's pretty well lit, but still the glare is terrible. So I'm here in Pal World. I'm actually streaming this from the OLED Steam Deck, and it doesn't look bad when you have a very rich screen, but when you get into darker scenes like in Cyberpunk, which I didn't have footage of, sorry, you can really see that glare, and it looks terrible. Basically, all I mean to say is that this is a bad screen. Do not buy this screen. I'm not even going to list this screen. And if you do purchase anything from AliExpress, make sure you test it when it gets to your house so that you can return it right away, because this thing came in and is leaving damn near the same day, because this thing is a terrible screen. So that was a complete and utter failure, but it's alright. You live and you learn, and luckily AliExpress is pretty chill about returning stuff, and just almost as good as Amazon, but it takes forever to get your money back from them. So if you have some funds held up for a project with them, just keep that in mind, that it might be a while. But what I plan on doing is doing some, not necessarily a screen swap for the LCD Steam Deck, but mainly all I want to do is actually do a OLED swap for the Steam Deck, only mainly because OLED's just the way to go. So what I think is going to happen is, if I can't find an OLED display that's reasonably priced, but iFixit now has the OLED displays for the Steam Deck replacements, meaning I can get one of those and then find some type of adapter to convert to HDMI and power output for that display, and then build some type of backing to allow it to open and close with the Steam Deck LCD, and it'll basically be a secondary display on the Steam Deck, and I'm sure you've seen videos of that, and I think that's where I'm going to be moving forward, but that video is probably not going to happen for quite a while. I'm currently moving. I am moving out of state. I'm leaving California because childcare is crazy out here, and I work not necessarily very far from my house. It's honestly like 30 miles away, but 30 miles in California is might as well be 100 miles if you catch me, if you know what I'm talking about. So I quit my job so I can spend more time with my son, and with one paycheck in California, it's really hard. You know, we're on like a negative burn, and why make more money when you can spend less money is, you know, kind of my motto and creed when it comes to life, especially when the caveat is being with your family. So we downsize. Well, technically it's not downsize. The house is bigger. The house is actually nicer. We're moving to Arizona where it's going to be 120 degrees in the summer, but I don't know about you guys. I'm an indoor kind of guy, and the house has a brand new AC unit, and it's huge and it's beautiful, and it's less money per month, and we're going to have a lot of savings now because this house was worth way more than it should be worth in California. So, you know, I'm okay with downsizing. I'm okay moving to another state because what's important to me is my family. So you won't probably see too many videos from me, probably shorts if anything. I might be doing a hiatus for a month or two on the big projects, maybe some small stuff here and there. But I just want you to know that because I don't want you to think I just gave up on you guys. But I'm working on that video. As soon as I can figure out how to make that display, and I'll make that display. Secondly, I'm also still working on the OLED. Haven't found the fix yet. Still not working. I don't know what's going on. And what else do we got going on? We got a new mothership dock situation. Fully like, it's nice. So it's the end all for the mothership. Basically, it's completely, there's no plug. It's all self-enclosed. It has power, it has everything. It's pretty cool. But that one's probably going to be pushed out too with this move coming up, just because I want to get it really nice. And yeah, it's gonna be a while. And one more thing before I go, the whole Franken-deck kind of situation with the Oculink, with the graphics card, I've actually been gaming on it a lot, and I plan on doing a full review video on it after about, I think I've been gaming on it for 2 weeks now, and I'm just going to give you some quick things. The Oculink cable that I originally bought for the original video, if you didn't see it, you should check out that video. I'll link it in the description. 1 meter one didn't work, but I got a new one and it works, and it's working great. So I have way more room to maneuver around the graphics card now, and I've been gaming a lot. I've been playing games that don't work on the Steam Deck. To be exact, Warhammer Dark Tide and Starship Troopers, they were almost unplayable. I'm actually doesn't even play Warhammer, doesn't even play on the Steam Deck, but with this setup, they both play amazing. Very high presets. I think Starship Troopers is getting literally like 60 frames at like a medium high mixture, and Dark Tide is getting about 40 to 50 frames medium high mixture, and those games just didn't play on the Steam Deck, and the fact that you can play those games is amazing. And obviously, you know, like Cyberpunk, Power World, all those are all playing high presets. It's pretty amazing setup, to be honest. Like, I really wish I could get it to work with the OLED, because I think it would make the OLED just like with the best handheld ever. But I'm sure there's going to be a fix for that. Sure, I'm pretty sure it's software with Chimera, if anything, or I just hope it's not BIOS software, because I think what's happening is the CPU can't tell where to put its image in. So basically, it's like it doesn't understand the pass through the graphics card, so it might be a firmware kind of thing, which would probably leave us SOL. But I'm hoping that I can figure that out, or someone does, and then I can show you guys how to do it. But the other workaround is the original thing. The whole purpose of this video is to mount a OLED onto the LCD, and then we won't have a problem on there. And actually, it will be a nicer experience because it's easier to turn on Chimera without going to the desktop. So it'll be better, but we'll get into that when we get into that. But other than that, guys, we'll probably be taking a bit of a hiatus. Probably see a lot less videos for the next 2 months at least. But I'm excited for the move. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for hanging out. Peace and blessings. I'll catch you guys on the next one.